Hello my Spooners, welcome back to being Mrs. S. Okay, so it's been a minute since the last time I did a video updating you guys on my weight loss. And so I didn't do an end of, all right, again, I always do this, so let me stop. If this is your first time joining, welcome, glad to see you here. Please hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. I'd love to have you as part of the Smooners community. All right, so let's go back. So I hadn't done an update because at the end of May, I think I only lost 2 pounds. So I was celebrating or whatever, but it wasn't a huge loss, so I thought, should I do a video or shouldn't I? And then I ended up not doing a video. Okay, so then fast forward to June, I didn't lose anything in June. In fact, I want to say I probably gained, but I'm not tracking that. I'm only tracking my weight loss. So that number didn't get on my spreadsheet. So I'm keeping the 206.2 number, which is where I am right now, or which is the last loss that I got to. So I'm at 206.2, and so this is, let me see if I can move. I don't know how this helps, but this is where I am right now. Wait, I think I did that too quickly. Stop here and here. So I'm 206.2, and so in total, since I started my weight loss journey in at the end of February, I've lost 44.4 pounds. I have, as far as my goal is concerned, I think I've done a little over a third of the way. My goal is to get to about 130 pounds or something. So I do have a bit of a ways to go. So when I started this, I started off by cutting down my calories to about 500 calories a day. And at the end of April, I increased my caloric intake because I started baking. I lost enough to where I could incorporate some lightweight cardio type things, calisthenics or whatever. And so I started eating a little bit more regularly. So for the month of June, it wasn't just a little bit. I was overdoing it a lot of times. And then I wasn't doing as much exercising as I had, hoped to. So this is my basement, which that's why it looks a little different. This is where I work out. So I've been doing a lot more exercising. For the month of June, I didn't do as much, so that's why I didn't lose the weight. So, I think what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of what I do when I come down here. So if you watched my, the last update I did, last weight loss journey I unboxed the cross ropes jump rope. I didn't show you how I use it because I had done some jump roping on my live on Facebook, and I think I put that link under there. But this is the, this is the half-pound rope, and I'm using the power handles on this because these are the handles that I actually quite like. And basically, I'm not going to do a full set, but basically what I do is when I come down here, I try to do 2 to 3 sets of 50. But if I start out on a set and I go past 50, I don't stop. So I just keep going. So 48. Whew. That's really great cardio. Let me catch my breath. So that's what I do. I got to 48 that time. Typically, I like to take it to 50. I have, at the end of May or beginning of June, I was actually able to go all the way to 100. Terrible, I can't breathe. Wait, hold on, let me catch my breath. Whew. So those cross reps are excellent. So I do this is the one, the half pound is the one that I predominantly used. And like I said, I would try to do 3 sets of 50. If I can go longer, I keep going. But basically, the goal is to do 3 sets of whatever it is that I do. But 50 is where I get to. And then I go on and I do some weights. And then I use my stretch ball, whatever that ball is called. Just a second, let me get it. So this ball, I do some stretching on it. I sit down on it, and you probably can't see. I need to fix this camera, but I sit down on the ball and I do a lot of stretching. Normally when I'm down here, the music is on, so I'm getting a proper workout. Whew. Yeah, I'm definitely it's cracking me up because I'm so out of shape. It's not even funny. Whew, I can't believe why am I anyway. So I do some work on this exercise ball. I stretch, stretch all the way through just to kind of get my the little tight muscles kind of relaxed and ready for the rest of the work that I have to do. So I'm going to show you around my little home gym, and well, it's not really my home gym. Well, I guess it is, but it's my husband's stuff, my BDD, and I get to use the stuff as well. So these are the weights here. I switch them out and I do curls and things like that. And then, what is this thing called? Whatever this is, I would sit down here and when I'm doing like free weights and things like that, the little pink one and that little blue one, those are the ones that actually belong to me. But I use the stuff here, and then this is the one that I use a lot because my upper body strength is almost non-existent, and this is what I use. So let me see if I can show you. So I do like 3 sets of those. Oh yeah, so as I was saying, so that I do like 3 reps of everything I do, at least 3 reps, 3 sets. And for each rep, like I start off with the 50, and then I go down to 40, and I go down to 30, and then 40 maybe I'll do 25, and 30 maybe I'll do 30. And so that's what I do for my arms, because upper body is like shot. Lower body's pretty cool. I showed you the little horsey thing there. I can do the leg pulls with that, but I tend to do, you know, a lot of squats. I like that. So yeah, that is my little weight loss. I still have the issue with the belly. The belly's a little big, and of course I think the more I lose the weight. And oh, I forgot to tell you, I do crunches on my little mat here, and I try to do 100. So every time I come down to the gym, I always end with crunches, or go back and pick up my what was it, the quarter-pound rope, and then finish off with some jump rope or cardio. So yeah, I'm still very excited. I'm still very optimistic. I'm still glad that I'm still at least motivated to continue working on my weight and fitness and health in general. Especially now that this coronavirus is people thought it was dying down, and I was like, hey, don't sleep on that coronavirus. That mess is a sleeper. It just comes in and shows back up and lets you know, listen, I'm in charge here. So many numbers have spiked in different places that we're seeing, lower numbers. And I think people just got complacent and they felt, well, I'm good. And I don't know, I guess they think, what is it? It's just the flu. A lot of people are recovering, They're not taking into consideration that a lot of people are dying. And while you may be in good health and you don't have any underlying illness, there are people out there who have underlying illnesses. There are people out there who don't know they have underlying illnesses. And so, what is the big deal? Wear a bloody mask. I mean, it's not going to kill you. If anything, it's going to protect you and protect the next person. So, wear a mask. I mean, wear a mask. Anyway, so thank you for joining me on this episode. I swear to goodness, I'm going to continue to update you on my weight loss as I go on. I'm going to try not to do what I did at the end of May and not put up a video. But this, I'm doing it for myself, and I'm also doing it to motivate anybody else who is a middle-aged woman like me who thinks, it's not for me. My husband hasn't seen me at the weight I was that I'm trying to get to. And I think that I'd love to be at that weight. When we bought this house, I didn't get carried over the threshold. Hello, I'm gonna need you to carry me through that door. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I love you, Smooners. Don't forget, like, share, most especially subscribe, and I'll circle back.